Get to my comments here. Wait for the people to come in. What do we got here? Looks like we got a couple people here. All right. Awesome. Lucas Hallman in the building. Lucas, good to see you, man. Good to see you guys. This is going to be a good stream today. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot to discuss. Tristan Tillman in here. Tristan, good to see you, sir. Good to see you guys. Good to see you. Elliot Crabtree, the proud Jaguars fan in the building. What's up, Elliot? What's up? Lucas is here. Lucas, good to see you here as well. 2 Lucases in the building. That's awesome. Listen, guys, today is going to be a fun stream because, again, I'm going to tell you why. If you haven't already seen by the title of this live stream, it is time, and today is the day. The FanToFanNetwork is now officially live. The website is now officially live, guys. That's right. The best content creators from all teams across the NFL are here now, and we are going to be presenting you to FanToFanNetwork, which here, I'm going to try and show you guys this right now. I'm going to try this. I'm going to share my screen here real quick. I'm going to try this, see if you guys can see it, okay? Look, here we go, guys. This is it. The FanToFanNetwork. This is the site, okay? This is the site. This is where we are going to do all of our stuff at. If you can already tell, up at the top, you got FanToFanNetwork. Now, the feed, this is where you guys started at. This is where you start with the feed right up here. And the most recent article will go up here. This is all started by Joe, the fantasy football counselor. If you guys haven't seen him on Instagram or Twitter, be sure to follow him. He is really cool, a great guy, one of the biggest fantasy guys on the planet, okay? And he helped us create this great idea. Now you're going to see all the feed. You're going to see it from a whole bunch of different people here. Going to see a whole bunch of different articles. And if you decide, hey, I want to go check out the Colts page, see what the Colts are doing. Well, here you go. You have posts that we post up right here. We have a couple different things on here. We haven't uploaded a lot of articles and videos up yet, but we're going to make sure to get that up. So here you guys have all the articles that we post, and then you have the most recent videos that we post up here all the time. And then when we go to Twitch, once we start doing live streams, we're going to be doing live streams with Joe and other teams. We're going to be broadcasting live on Twitch. It's going to be awfully cool. So if you guys haven't already, be sure to check out the FanToFanNetwork Twitch, which is www.twitch.tv/FTFN. That's twitch.tv/FTFN. Okay. So you got all your teams up here. You got all of them. You can look at anywhere. You can look at like any of them. You got news. You can talk about around the league, pro football draft. You got fantasy football. You can even join the network. You can be a part of FanToFanNetwork. You guys have to simply just join the network here, and it gives you the option to do that, to speak with Joe directly, okay? So, all right, let me get back to here. Sweet. So, listen, guys, and if there's any Colts people in here, some real Colts fans or fans in general of another team that want to be writers for Bring the Juice on FanToFanNetwork or another team, be sure to reach out to us. Be sure to reach out to our Twitter. We will be able to DM you, and we can talk about possibly doing this kind of stuff, allowing you guys to possibly be content creators for FanToFanNetwork by being writers for any team. My team, other teams, your team, whatever. Ultimately, that's what we're going for, guys. I got a bunch of drinks here. I got a bunch of drinks and snacks. We're ready to go for today, guys. We're ready. This is going to be a fun stream. Lucas Hallman, can you shout out my YouTube? It's called the HPL. Hey, there you go, guys. Shout out to his YouTube, man. Lucas Hallman. Be sure to go follow him, guys. It's a lot of fun here. Again, I want you guys to be aware of this. This is going to be a great big thing for us. A lot of great big content creators, a lot of great creators, content and brand ambassadors, basically. So what I'm trying to think there. Brand ambassadors of teams all over YouTube. This is where we're bringing this stuff. We want to make sure that you guys get your daily fix of stuff from there and be allowed to do it from there. So guys, please, if you haven't already, check it out, all right? Be sure to go and make sure that you have checked out the FanToFan Network. I will make sure to repost it a bunch of times on in the chat, and I will make sure to remind you guys later on. I'll screen share again here a little bit later for some people who show up late. But the FanToFan Network, guys, that's exactly what we're trying to talk about. So, guys, let's talk some football here. Let's talk some football. Some news about the Washington Redskins. Derrick Henry just got a contract. A bunch of other news. Let's talk, guys. Send me some stuff here. I want to talk about it. Tristan Tillman, how are you, bro? Doing good, man. Doing good. Feeling great. I think I've actually lost about 3 or 4 pounds over in the last few weeks. So I'm feeling better. You know, I'm feeling pretty decent. Just continuously trying to get myself back into a rhythm of trying to get back into shape. I've had some weight issues for a while, but I'm trying to work on that to get better. So like I said, I've lost a few pounds, been just getting rid of a lot of pop out of my diet, you know, better, lower sugar intakes, things of that nature. So let's see here. Michael Hurst, who else are you working with on this, and what type of content should we expect? Well, there's a lot of great ambassadors on here on FanToFan Network, and I can tell you guys a couple of them. Titan Upload, very big name in the Titan community. He's going to be on there with FanToFan Network. Jets Central, we actually did a video a couple months back. I think it was back in April. It was either April or May that we did a video with Jets Central. He's going to be the brand ambassador for the Jets on FanToFan Network. Okay, and there's a bunch of others. The Las Vegas Raiders Spotlight Team Talk, they're going to be doing the Raiders. Patriots Global is going to be doing the Patriots. The Big Cat. If any Panthers fans or anyone that knows anything about Panthers knows who that guy is, big fan, okay? So definitely make sure. Oh, and I see, and Lucas Hallman. Definitely make sure you guys check out my guy, RB Philly Take, Ryan Brown. We've had him on one of these live streams a few times back, and we actually had him on a video on a collab a little while back as well. We're going to continue to bring him around, and I'm going to hang out with Brian a lot on YouTube as well. I mean, we're awesome, guys. This is going to be a lot of fun, okay? Ask me anything FanToFan Network related, and I will help you guys. This is going to be a lot of fun, okay? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna copy the link right now. Hold on. I'm going to get this link up, and I'm going to put it in the chat. I want every single person to do this. Hold up. I'm going to get this, copy it. I'll put this in the chat. There we go. Make sure to follow that link, guys. Go see it. Go look. Go have fun with it. Again, it's new. It's the website just went up at 4 p.m. Eastern time today, okay? There's going to be some more content that's going to keep spewing out. But again, it's going to be a lot of fun, guys. I can't wait for this. This is awesome. It's great to be a part of this and to be able to bring my content to all of you and to a wider audience to help out, to make be a part of a great community. So I'm pumped for today, guys. Let's go. Tristan Tillman, Derrick Henry. Yeah, he need that money, bro. Yeah, I mean, he deserves that money. Regardless of what your feelings are about running backs in the NFL and whether or not they should be paid, he deserves it. He was a rushing champion for a reason. Lucas Hallman, I'm an Eagles fan. What are your thoughts on them? Fly, Eagles, fly. Yeah, I've been saying it a bunch of times on Ryan's stream that I thought 10-6 is very reasonable. Very reasonable, as long as you guys don't continue to get hurt. I actually was saying that I think the Eagles have a very good chance to make it to the Super Bowl this year if San Francisco doesn't if San Francisco kind of falls off a little bit. I think you guys have a chance. As long as you guys stay healthy on that defense, you guys are loaded everywhere. That roster is really, really good. Madden 21 will not include the Redskins' old name and logo. Just saw the report. Yeah, I just saw that before I went on stream too. That's very interesting. I'm very interested to see how they're going to make that work. Are they just going to make it to where it just says Washington? I don't know. I don't know how they're going to make that work. How do they take the logo out of it completely and, just make it, they just make it Washington? Somebody's going to have to show me that because I don't know how that's going to work. Yeah, we got a bunch of Eagles fans up in here. Tristan Tillman's another one. Yeah, Tristan, I've talked with you a bunch of times in RB's chat. It's good to have you here, man. Can't wait to see this Colts defense and offensive attack. Yeah, this Colts defense is going to be really good this year. The additions of DeForest Buckner and Xavier Rhodes is going to be key. Very, very key. And that linebacker core that the Colts have, very young and very, very talented. And that offense, it's revamped, man. It might be young and inexperienced in a lot of areas, but it's definitely young and it's good, man. It's good. Walter Westmoreland, my guy. Hey, Walter, what's up, man? It's good to see you, man. Jet Central, yes, I like that, man. Yeah, Jet Central is he's very entertaining. He's very smart. He knows a lot about his team. So I can appreciate him for that. All right, what do we got here? I assume the public will not be allowed in Colts training camp this year. Anything for us before preseason, you think? Yeah, I don't think the public's going to be allowed in training camp. The NFLPA said that training camp should be all set to go. Everything should be fine, but anything for preseason, not a whole lot. I am probably going to go and do a couple more of these live streams where I'm going to break down each game. I'm going to break down each Colts game and make it to where I'll give out my predictions and explain why and a bunch of other things. Like I said, guys, it's kind of a rough time when it comes to content right now because there's a lot going on, but we're going to keep pushing it out. Speaking of content, for the 13 of you that are in here, I want to check this on YouTube, see how many likes we're on at the stream already. I want to see this. Hold up. I'm going to see how many likes. All right. Yeah, we got 13 in here. 8 of you liked the stream. Come on, guys. Let's get the likes up. Come on. We did this really good last time on this stream. We hit 50 likes. I want to beat 52 likes. 52 likes was the record last week. Let's get it over 52 likes, okay? I appreciate all of you that are in here. And again, for content purposes, I just put out 2 videos in the last 2 days. Did one where we talked about Dak Prescott possibly moving from the Cowboys to the Colts in 2021. If you haven't checked out that video, check that video out. Again, I'm not assuming they are. I'm not even suggesting that they should do it. I'm just saying it's a possibility. So again, if you want to judge me for making that video, just know I'm not saying they should do it. I'm just saying it's a possibility. And especially since Vegas odds actually has the Colts as the favorite to land Dak Prescott in free agency next year if he decides to leave. And I made another one about the Colts possibly getting a running back that goes to the Pro Bowl this year. So Philly take with RB is Eagles. Yep. Philly take with RB is the GOAT. Yep. Definitely, guys. That's really, really cool, guys. Yeah, he's really fun. I enjoy talking to him. He's such a passionate guy. We're friends now. I mean, the dude is incredible. He's very passionate about the Eagles. Same way I'm passionate with the Colts. You know, he just spills Philly sports, and I love that about him. There's the link, guys. Go to this link. Go to that link, FanToFanNetwork, okay? Check it out. Tristan Tillman just did, bro. Awesome. Awesome. Check it out, Tristan. I know you're going to definitely want to see some content there with RB. Cody Felger's in the chat, y'all. Yeah, Cody couldn't make it on with me today, but apparently he still had time to be able to get in the chat. So, Cody, appreciate you, man. Derek the GOAT, appreciate you, man. Are you going to be attending the training camp? I wish I could, guys. I really wish I could. If I knew that we were going to be allowed to be able to do it, even if like certain other kinds of media was allowed in there, then yeah, I would. But I just know that that's not going to happen. You know, they're just going to leave it alone. But yeah, I wish I could get it and go to training camp. That was something that Cody and I have been talking about for a long, long time. It's unfortunate. It's just not going to happen this year. Who knows? Maybe next year when COVID kind of settles down. Tristan Tillman, I'm glad to be in here. Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate every single one of you that are in here. You guys are awesome. Okay. I know this is not where we want to be right now. We want to continue to grow, want to continue to get bigger in the live streams, and we want to continue to bring you guys better content. That's what it's all about, guys. Love hearing about your Colts. Go Colts, my guy. Tristan, appreciate you again, dude. Yeah, absolutely, man. Are the Colts allowing fans in the stadium? I haven't heard anything about whether or not fans aren't going to be allowed in or not. I haven't heard anything yet. Jim Irsay's not said anything about it. Obviously, the consensus around everything is that it depends on who it is that, you know, what stadium you're going to, right? The Baltimore Ravens said that they would probably max out at 14,000 if they actually are going to allow fans. And the Eagles said they don't want to allow fans in their stadium. So, you know, it depends on who it is. Depends on where you're going. I think Irsay wants to do it. I think Irsay wants to have fans in the stands. How many? I don't know. But it probably will max out at like 15, 16,000, I'm guessing. Maybe 20. But that's about as most as I think is going to happen. If that's true, though, I am going to go to a game. I'm going to go to a game, and you guys are going to see. I smashed the like button, bro. Hey, follow this man's example. This man's being a trooper. Just smash the like button, guys. This is exactly what I was telling you. I'm sorry, guys. I got a message here. I'm messaging this girl here real quick. Hold up. So let's see what we got here. Who else do we got in the chat? Kelvin Beatty's in the chat. Do you think that we'll even have a preseason? That's a good question. I don't believe so. With the direction in which this is headed, I don't think that we're actually going to have a preseason. I really don't believe it. I think that it's ultimately just going to be, it's just going to probably end up passing on by and just go straight into the, they might have some joint practices or something with teams, but that's probably the most I could see. All right, let's see what we got here. Kellen Maurice. Kellen Maurice. I don't know if I remember seeing you in the last live stream. You think the Colts still will need to draft their guy or really consider Dak? That's a good question. We had some give me 1 second here, guys. Just getting some messages. I was gonna say here, 1 second. So in regards to that, I don't necessarily know if they will actually go with Jacob Eason or not. It's a good question. I hear a lot of people saying that Jacob Eason will be the future. I think he could be. He's just got a lot of refining to do. You know, he's got a lot of things to work on in his mechanics. He's got amazing arm power, but I mean, arm power can only get you so far. So you're going to have to continue to do other things to get better. And that's where I think Dak Prescott could come in handy. Dak Prescott has the experience. Dak Prescott's got a decent arm. Dak Prescott's experienced, whether you like it or not, whether you think he's a good quarterback or not, it doesn't matter. He's still more experienced than Jacob Eason, and he would do better in the long run. I mean, Dak, it would not hurt Dak to come to Indianapolis. I think it would suit him very well because I think our roster matches up with Dallas's pretty well, to be honest, outside of the receiver core. That's just all I'm saying. Y'all don't want Dak on the Colts. Lucas coming in here. Yeah, it could be a thing, and Dak could be decent. He's not a terrible it's not a terrible thing, okay? Not a terrible thing. Could possibly still be a thing. Like I said, guys, check out the video that I posted. I have a link in the description for the video for Dak Prescott to the Colts. Check out that video if you haven't already. Check it out after the live stream or during the live stream and come back. It's a good video. I'm happy that it's getting the responses that he is. Has been getting a lot of comments about it. Most of them saying they don't want Dak to the Colts, but I'm not insinuating what we should do. Okay. Elliot Crabtree again. Very unfortunate that Yannick probably won't play because we could use him. Yeah, he's the last guy to not get signed when it comes to anything. Even his franchise tag hasn't signed that either. So who knows what's going to happen with Yannick. It just seems that it just seems like the Jags don't want to give him up and Yannick doesn't want to play for him. So which side gives up first? It's basically the thing. Colts boys stand up. Kellen Maurice, appreciate you there. Yep. Colts boys stand up for sure, man. For sure. I love your Colts fans talks. Keep up the good work, bro. Appreciate that, Elliot. Actually, for all of you that are in this chat right now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. We are going to be doing some contests here very shortly, I think. We're going to be doing something where we're going to be talking about being a potential super fan, okay? If you want to be featured on the Fan Network for all of Colts Nation to see, then we're going to be doing what we call our super fan of the month, super fan of the week, something like that, where we're going to show off the biggest Colts fan on there, and it's going to be for all fan bases, I think. It's still yet to be set in motion, but it's something that all of us brand ambassadors have been thinking about. So it's definitely something that I want you guys to be interested in. If you think you're a high-level Colts fan, like myself, then I want to be able to see it so we can show you guys off on Fan Network, okay? Cowgirls stand down. That's right, Tristan. You tell them, bro. You tell them. We don't need no Cowboys fans up in here. My Jags are allowing 25% fans in the home stadium. Yeah, I think that's what most people are going to do. I think that's what a lot of them are going to do. Dak discussion is great hypothetically, but what if Rivers turns out to be a second coming style season? He could with Mass, and we all hope so. Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those things that Phillip Rivers, he could ball out this year and then come back and ball out again the next year. It's just one of those things. It's a matter of, how does Phillip Rivers actually compete with everything else? So it is a good question. What do you think is actually going to happen with Phillip Rivers after this season? Does he stay? Does he go on and do something else? I don't know. You're right. It is a hypothetical. That's it. 13 likes. Keep it up. Come on. 53 likes and more. Yes, please. Please. Let's get these likes up, guys. Let's keep it up. Okay. Jadeveon Clowney still hasn't signed with a team. He might not play in 2020. Yeah, I saw Derrick Henry saying they're trying to get Jadeveon Clowney up in there, but that's obviously still not happening right now. So who knows what's going to happen with Jadeveon Clowney? At this point, I have no idea what on earth is going to happen. I really, really, really don't know. So I hope that I wished he would go to the Colts, but that's most likely not going to happen. All right, there we go. Just sending out a tweet for people for liking the stream. All right, let's keep moving. Tristan Tillman still telling y'all, hit that like button, y'all. Come on, please. Kellen Maurice, I'm new to your content, brother. I just bleed blue. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate you. We like people like you, man. New to the channel, new to the community. We're glad to have you on. Yeah, these last few months have been absolutely insane for our channel. What was it? I can't remember. I think it was March 5th, somewhere around that time, where we hit 1,000 subscribers. March 5th, and here we are 4.5 months later, and we have more than doubled our audience here on YouTube. It's incredible, guys. The month of March and the month of April was absolutely insane. Whether you were with the channel or not before that, and whether you were there during those months or whether you're just now here, we appreciate every single one of you. That month we were getting our videos were just skyrocketing. It was incredible. It was really cool to see. And it was obviously the support of you guys, and we appreciate that so much. And that's why we're bringing it back to you guys now. We want to be able to, provide great content for you guys. And this is why I wanted to do more live streams. I wanted to be able to do stuff like this. And once I get a new PC at some point, I'm going to be able to make better live streams because I'll be able to do stuff with editing and stuff like that during the streams. So don't worry. Things are going to only get better from here. Kelvin, they already announced that that they're not playing that. Do you think that they not play the Hall of Fame game this year? Yeah, they already decided that they're not doing that. They already decided that. That's not going to happen. So, Elliot Crabtree, welcome to the content, bro. Absolutely, guys. See, we're all friends here. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see here. It's 14 people in here and 13 likes. Who the hell's the guy that didn't like? That's right. Who hasn't liked the stream yet? Just like the stream, guys. What about Cam instead of Dak if he stays healthy? We're talking about Cam Newton here. No, I'd take Dak over Cam. Yeah, easily. Cam Newton's got injury problems. Cam Newton's never been a tremendously accurate quarterback over the last few seasons. Dak all the way. That's an easy one for me. Let me see where we're at here. All right. I most definitely don't want Dak to Indy. Yeah, I think a lot of people gave me that response. Yesterday and the day before. So you're not the first one to tell me that, but some people said they would be entertained by the idea. So Romo proved a great O-line makes a so-so QB look very good. Yeah, I mean, a good offensive line makes any quarterback good. If it doesn't, then you truly are not a good quarterback. So yeah, this you're right. That's definitely a thing. You have to make sure you watch what you do. All right, let's keep moving. Kellen Maurice. Yeah, guys out here making friends. Let's go. Tristan Tillman, 15 likes already, guys. That's it. Keep it up. I hate to see Derrick Henry sign a 4-year extension with the trash Titans. That sucks for my Jags. Yeah, that's it, guys. It's basically a 4-year extension, $50 million in that time. It was a good deal for Tennessee. I think they definitely he deserves that contract for sure. Max Williams, can you just go over what the secondary situation will look like this year for the Colts? The secondary situation. Yeah. So what I'm assuming right now for cornerbacks are definitely going to be Xavier Rhodes on one side and Rock Ya-Sin as cornerback 2. That makes total sense there. And then of course you got guys like Marvell Tell, and then you have TJ Carey and other guys like that will be your backups. And obviously your nickel corner being Kenny Moore, obviously. And then for safety's sake, Who knows what's going to happen between the relationship between Malik Hooker and Julian Blackmon in that category. Most people assume that Julian Blackmon's going to come in probably halfway through the season and take over the spot, which definitely is a possibility. And obviously, Kahari Willis at that strong safety spot is a gimme all the way. And basically, I think that's it. I mean, obviously, I want to see the Colts do a lot more dime packaging. I want to get that nickel package in there. Make sure that we get Kenny Moore out on the field as much as possible. And obviously, the reason why I put Xavier Rhodes as cornerback 1 is because I think Xavier Rhodes plays really well in zone coverages. It helped him a lot last year when he was dealing with injuries and dealing with just not being as fast. So I think ultimately Xavier Rhodes can be that cornerback 1 because obviously the experience is there, and he's rejoined by his former cornerback or defensive back coach. So that definitely helps him out. I don't care what people say. I go by sight. I don't believe the Titans like that. It was the first time at the party. I just can't see it. Yeah, I mean, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen in the meantime? I think Dak is gone next season. Sorry, Cowboys fans. Yeah, definitely. I think he probably will be because, obviously he had the contract issues was more than just a nail in the coffin here, guys. You now have his brother saying that he hates the Cowboys nation. And, who knows how many people in his inner circle are telling him that it's probably not a good idea to re-sign with them. So, yeah, that's a huge issue going forward. It all depends on who's going to be willing to pay him a decent amount of money. A.J. Brown is so-so. Michael Pittman, man-child, can grab any ball. I wouldn't say A.J. Brown is so-so. A.J. Brown was the best rookie wide receiver last year for a reason. Now, I felt that could have been Terry McLaurin if they would have been a little bit more solidified at the quarterback position last season. But A.J. Brown's a very good receiver. His yards after catch is absolutely insane. That's ultimately what I think is going to happen here. A.J. Brown's really good. Michael Pittman, I can't wait to see what he does. I mean, he's got tremendous hands. One of the best hands in college football last year. I think he actually had the best hands in college football last season, which is definitely a good piece to have if you're Phillip Rivers. Cam is a showboat. Best leave him in New England. Yeah, I would definitely say he definitely is a showboat at times, but it's just how he is, and he's had some years where he's been allowed to do that because when you're one of the best quarterbacks in the league, you're allowed to do that. That 2014-2015 season, he was really, really good. A.J. Brown is trash. He's not trash. He's not trash. He's good. He's a good young wide receiver. Yeah, Cam Newton can be a bad teammate sometimes. Which OSU product is your 2020 breakout candidate? I'm assuming that he is talking about OSU next season. It's a good question. Okay, I think it should be good. Make sure you guys let me know if you can hear me. I think it's back. So, yeah, I think it would definitely have to be Garrett Wilson is a guy that I definitely think will be the guy for the future. He's only going to be a sophomore. Chris Olave, I would have said would have been it, but Chris Olave has already been at the tops of the top. So, Elliot Crabtree, how are you doing, bro? Hey, that's for you, Cody. Blackman, the next Bob Sanders, Eric Edwards says. Yeah, that's what a lot of people claim him to be. That's what I think he is. He plays a lot like Bob Sanders. He runs downhill. He hits hard, and he just makes those interceptions that just shock you. I think Blackman has a lot of Bob Sanders game in him, and I can't wait to see that if that's ultimately what we're going to get out of him. I think that would be phenomenal, honestly. Make sure we check here on YouTube, see what is going on with the stream. See if we got 17 likes. Come on, guys. I want to get that even higher. Let's go. We're already off to a good start. Let me check this, guys. Just making sure. Keep coming in with the comments, guys. You guys are doing awesome, man. Okay, there we go. There's that. Let's see. Average AJ Brown. Again, I just don't see it. If you see me saying AJ Brown is trash or any other Titan player, then you know I really hate the Titans. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm starting to get that understanding. All right, guys. So look, I'm going to share my screen again for the people that are just in here, that were in here at the beginning of the stream when I started this. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Okay. Hold on a second. I got to make sure I get this page up. So that way I can get it to you guys easily. Let's get this up. All right. FanToFanNetwork time, guys, for all of you that are in here right now. Let's check this out. All right. Here we go, guys. So this is it, guys. The FanToFan Network. Okay. This is what Cody and I have been saying we're going to be a part of for the time being. This is a new website where we are bringing in brand ambassadors and content creators from every NFL team and bringing them all into one site. Okay. This is where the magic is going to happen. You're going to get all of your daily football fixes on this site. Okay. From all the teams, and you're going to get fantasy news, all this kind of stuff. I'm going to break down all of this for you guys. Okay. So first you got the feed. Okay. Joseph goes by the name, the fantasy football counselor on Instagram. If you guys haven't checked him out, check him out. One of the most popular fantasy football guys in the world. Okay. More popular than Matthew Berry, bigger than names like that. Okay. I dare you guys to tell me he's not bigger than Matthew Berry. I know people remind you of, you talk about him on ESPN and everything, but Joe has much bigger following on his social medias than Matthew Berry does. Okay. Instagram is huge for him. Check out his fantasy, guys. He is smart. He is a very good and intelligent man. Okay. So first off, whenever you guys get a new post, it's going to show up here, up at the top. And then you're going to see all of these new things coming up. And see, this is a new one that we haven't even seen yet. Big Cat. Make sure you guys go follow Big Cat, okay? He's the Panthers guy. I actually want to find his. I want to see if he's up here. I want to see if I can see his face. Y'all, I mean, who doesn't love that? That is the ultimate fan there. That's it. That's the brand ambassador right there for you, okay? That's the brand ambassador that we're trying to get out of here. So, easy to navigate here, guys. Very easy to navigate. You go to your teams. You're going to see all these teams. You're going to get all different kinds of information from anywhere. And of course, if you want to go to the Colts, you just have to click on the Colts. And yours truly is going to have content here waiting for you guys. All right. And then obviously, if you want to go to news, you can go around the league. Basically, just a bunch of stuff from around the league. JT Sports normally covers this, and Matthew has a few of these. Some really cool stuff here, guys. Really, really cool stuff. And then, you got pro football draft when draft season comes around. You got fantasy football. Joe's going to be doing a lot of that. And again, if you guys want to join FanToFanNetwork, if you guys love the website and you guys want to check it out and you want to say, oh, well, I really like this website. I want to become a part of it in some way, whether that be a writer, a content creator, anything, doing social media, whatever. Join the network, guys, or get a hold of me and I can get you a hold of Joe to see if there's some place that we can find for you guys, okay? A lot of really cool stuff in here, guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. This is just something that is just something we have definitely been dying to see and do for a while now. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Dak Prescott could be a good backup to any team. Yeah, he could be a good starter to any team. Most teams. Harvey Davies, do you think Burton will start ahead of Doyle? No, I do not believe that that Burton will start ahead of Doyle. Doyle has established himself in this community as one of the better tight ends in this team. Again, you can say what you want about the numbers. Jack Doyle's a very reliable and consistent option, so he definitely deserves the spot he gets and the recognition he gets. Trey Burton's really good, but I don't necessarily think Trey Burton is ahead of him just yet. We'll just have to see when the season starts. You know, that's just how it's going to have to be. Shane Fox up in the building. Teddy Bridgewater's success in North Carolina. Yep. Teddy Bridgewater could be a good quarterback. Yeah, I think Teddy Bridgewater can be a very good quarterback in Carolina. I think he's going into a pretty decent spot. You know, he's coming in with a decent offensive-minded coach. He's got a revamped defense behind him. I mean, the Carolina Panthers went just deep into the draft and with defensive players. I mean, they did not draft offense at all. They built defense in that draft. And you have Christian McCaffrey that's going to be a big weapon. DJ Moore's still good. Curtis Samuel's still good. You know, you got Teddy Bridgewater's got some options, and he's going to have a good team around him. The Jags rebuild mode. Yeah, I think a lot of people are saying that. I would definitely think that the Jags are in a rebuild mode as of right now, but who knows? We'll see how it goes later on, but they have definitely lost a lot on their defense and on their offensive line. I think with our new D-line and Eberflus' coaching, the secondary deficiencies will not matter as much. Yeah, I think DeForest Buckner being added to this team is a huge deal. I think it's a huge deal. I think ultimately what you get is pressure up the middle, which is something the Colts were not able to do a lot of last year. You weren't able to get that pressure up the middle, which forced the quarterback not to step into the pocket, but rather step out. And that's where those defensive ends come into play. And that's why adding DeForest Buckner now creates a lot more of that in the end. And if it results in a double team on DeForest Buckner, then you're going to have a lot more one-on-one matchups with other guys. And that's exactly what you want if you got a guy like Grover Stewart or the Denico Autry or guys like that in the middle, because you're going to create those double teams for DeForest Buckner, and the few times that DeForest Buckner doesn't get double teamed is going to be a big mistake on the offensive line's part to not do that. So it's definitely going to be a lot of great things for our defensive line this year. I am Welsh from the UK. Okay. Who needs Yannick Ngakoue when you have Josh Allen? Yeah, Josh Allen's a very good young player. But again, Yannick is still a good defensive player. You definitely want to keep an asset like that around if you can, but the atmosphere around there is crazy. Speaking of which, let me know what you guys think of the Washington Redskins news. Very disturbing indeed. Very tragic if that all deems out to be true. Truly sad what's going to happen, and who knows what's going to happen with Dan Snyder in the long run. Does he sell the team? Does he not? I have no idea. I just honestly feel bad for the players. Feel bad for the players. Feel bad for the staff that didn't do anything wrong. To be representing that franchise in the state that it's in right now, that's tough, man. If Rivers leaves at the end of the season and Eason isn't ready, then I would really want to get a really good quarterback like Wilson. Yeah, yeah, but the only issue is it's really hard to find a guy like Russell Wilson, man. It's not easy getting a quarterback like Russell Wilson. It's not easy to do, man. Not easy to do. Just really once in a decade kind of quarterback, you know. Only quarterback that's better than Russell Wilson right now is Patrick Mahomes at this point. And Andrew Luck would have been there if Andrew Luck was still here. Andrew Luck would have been the second best quarterback in the league. Shane Fox, are the Colts going to win the division or will it be the Texans? I would rather think that the Titans would win the division before I think that the Texans would. That's just me though. I think the Colts can win this division because I think that the Colts are going to be able to beat the Jaguars. Who knows if they're going to actually beat them? I mean, isn't that? Yeah, that's the first game of the year, isn't it? It's the first game of the year for the Colts, right? Colts 2020 schedule. Yeah, let me see here. Want to make sure I get this. Yep, it's at Jacksonville the first week. Since at Jacksonville the first week, that sucks because we always suck against the Jaguars in Jacksonville. It's just something about them. They just never seem to work out in there. Yeah, it sucks. So we're going to start the season. Who knows if we're actually going to start the season with a W? It sucks. It really does suck. The Redskins are a disrespect to the NFL. Yeah, that definitely was. It's sad to see what that franchise has become now. Elliot Croucher, I'm a Jalen Ramsey hater for life. Yeah, me too. Colts going to have a 7-0 start. A lot of people have been saying the Colts could start 6-0. A lot of people said they could. Given the way the schedule is, I think they said the hardest game for them is the Vikings. So that's the most difficult game for them, at least to start. Whether or not you think the Chicago Bears are going to be anything, I mean, Chicago's still got a really good defense, but I don't necessarily trust that offense, though. That's the issue I have. I suspect the Me Too stuff at Washington is someone actively trying to defame Snyder and get him out for delaying the silly name change. I don't necessarily know about that. If it's true that these allegations that are being made about sexual abuse is true, then something needs to be done. Something needs to be done. So I don't know. It could be a thing. It could be, but I don't know. I'd have to take their word on it first. They got to go through this investigation. So does anyone know when the last time the Colts won the division? Last time the Colts won their division. Hold up a second, guys. I'm trying to figure that out. I'm trying to see here. And it was 2014. 2014 was the last time that the Colts won the division. The next 2 years, it was Houston and then Houston. then Jacksonville in 2017, and Houston and then Houston. It's kind of hilarious how Houston ends up winning the division a lot more than the Colts the last 10 years, but yet, the Colts usually seem to make it farther into the playoffs, though. Who is Logan Ryan going to sign with? I don't know. Very surprising that he's not been signed yet. Very interesting. I know a lot of people have been saying that the Colts should get him, but more of a nickel corner as well. You don't necessarily need him if you have Kenny Moore. One second, guys. All right. In regards to Logan Ryan, I have no freaking idea. He's not given any clues as to who he wants to sign with. So I don't necessarily know. Why does the NFL schedulers constantly diss the Colts? No primetime home games, etc. We're a small market team, man. Small market team. And obviously when you lose Andrew Luck, that hurt our chances of getting primetime games even more. It really does suck because, I would love to see the Colts show up on primetime games a lot more often, but they're not big market. So that's why. Tristan, hey, I had to leave for a minute. I'm back, y'all. Hey, good to have you back, Tristan. Good to have you back. Have you seen Leonard's stats compared to the other linebackers in the league? Because he has the best stats in the NFL. Yeah, I'll actually say it right now for people who are in the chat and haven't heard these stats. I'm going to pull this up. This was the stats that Darius Leonard has had in his first 2 seasons, okay? Now, I'm going to compare this. To 2 players, both past players. It's Ray Lewis and Brian Urlacher. These are 2 players that Darius Leonard's stats are going to get compared to, okay? First 2. Okay, hold on a second. So Darius Leonard's played in 28 games in his first 2 seasons. Ray Lewis played 30. Brian Urlacher played 32. So Ray Lewis played 2 more games and Brian Urlacher played 4 more games than Darius Leonard in his first 2 seasons. So Brian Urlacher had 242 combined tackles. Darius Leonard had 284. And Ray Lewis had 294. Solo tackles, Ray Lewis and Brian Urlacher beat Darius Leonard in that category. But then again, Darius Leonard was more of an off-ball linebacker. He was not in the middle, okay? Now, that being said, either way, combined tackles, Darius Leonard beats Brian Urlacher, but is just a few short of Ray Lewis. Now, in regards to sacks, Ray Lewis had 6.5. Darius Leonard has 12. And Brian Urlacher had 14. So an off-ball linebacker almost has more than what Brian Urlacher did and has almost double the amount that Ray Lewis had. Okay? Now, regarding to interceptions, Darius Leonard has the same number of interceptions in his first 2 seasons as these 2 guys did combined. Ray Lewis had 2. Brian Urlacher had 5. Darius Leonard has 7. Okay, so he beats them in that category easy. Now in regards to fumbles forced. Ray Lewis had 1 forced fumble in his first 2 seasons. That's incredible when you think about it because Ray Lewis hit hard. I'm surprised he didn't make more fumbles. But Brian Urlacher had 2 of them in his first 2 seasons. Darius Leonard has 6 forced fumbles. And Ray Lewis had 1 fumble recovery in his first 2 seasons. Darius Leonard had 2. And Brian Urlacher had 3. Darius Leonard's stats, tackle-wise, is on par with 2 of the best linebackers to ever do it. But his turnovers that he creates in his first 2 seasons surpasses anything that ever happened with Brian Urlacher and Ray Lewis in their first 2 seasons. I mean, that is incredible, guys. That is incredible. So, yeah, in comparison to, like, stats throughout the rest of the league, Darius Leonard just kills everyone in that. 17 likes. Hey, let's keep it up, guys. Keep it up. Keep it up. Titans haven't won since 2008. Sheesh, Elliot, you do have a distaste for the Titans, don't you? Yeah, Titans don't win the division very often. They don't win the division very often. You know, this last season that they had was one of the better seasons they've had in a long, long time. Tristan, tell me, when was the last time the Colts won the Super Bowl? That was in 2007. The 2006-2007 season where they went on in Miami to beat the Chicago Bears. It was the year they had Devin Hester. Devin Hester returned the opening kickoff for a touchdown. I know. I watched it. It was truly a bad start to that game, but yeah, the Colts won a Super Bowl in 2007, that 2006-2007 season. They went back to the Super Bowl a few years later. I think it was like 3 or 4 years later, but they ended up losing to the Saints. So, okay, get out of here, you Discord donate. Finn LK, never seen you in here before, but fan of the Colts from Leeds, England, from the TV show The Middle. Hey, good to have you here, man. Glad to have you in here. Fan of the Colts from Leeds, England. Man, that's a long, long ways, man. That's awesome, man. Really cool. Really cool to have you over here. NFL disrespecting us. We only have one primetime game. But yeah, you're the Jaguars, though. You're the Jaguars. Will Rivers sign another 1-year deal after this season? Tristan Tillman kind of answered that as that same question as well. Will he retire? Yeah, it's a good question. Phillip Rivers did say he wanted to stay for more than one season. He said he wants to try to stay for more than one season. We'll have to see how his body handles everything, how he adjusts to it. But I think he enjoys being in Indianapolis. From the talks that he's had with the media, he makes it sound like he really enjoys being here. Like he really enjoys being here. And I think that's going to maybe influence his decision to want to stay in Indianapolis for a little bit longer. Even if he doesn't, I think he wants to stay in Indianapolis for a while. I think he just enjoys the town. Nice place for his kids and his family. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Tristan in here again. I think Jonathan Taylor will wins the Rookie of the Year. It's a possibility. He'd have to get over 1,000 yards though. He'd have to easily surpass 1,000 yards to be able to even be considered in that. Because Ezekiel Elliott, when he did, he had 1,500 yards, and even that wasn't enough to get him fair ownership of Rookie of the Year. So Colts need a top QB and star wide receiver to compete for Super Bowl. Yeah, I mean, you don't necessarily have to. The Broncos in 2015 showed you didn't have to. That's ultimately the thing, man. I mean, it's just how it is. You don't have to do that. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm getting a couple of different chats here. Yeah, so you don't necessarily have to. You just have to have a good tight end. You have to have a good defense. You have to have a decent offensive line. And you just have to have a decent quarterback that doesn't commit turnovers. I mean, we've seen that a lot in recent Super Bowls of teams winning that way. Lawrence Owen in the building. Lawrence, thank you so much for being in here. Leonard is a will, not the same as a middle linebacker. It's kind of like comparing a will to an outside linebacker, 3-4 pass rusher. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Who do you think will win Offensive Player of the Year? I like Wilson and Christian McCaffrey. I think it's probably going to be I would maybe say it's a toss-up between a bunch of guys. It could be Michael Thomas again. It could be Patrick Mahomes. It could be Lamar Jackson. Could be Christian McCaffrey. Could be Russell Wilson. There's a lot of things to consider in that. Colts will the Super Bowl in 2022. I like that idea. I really, really do, guys. I like that idea. All right, guys, real quick before I get into the rest of these comments again, for the 13 of you that are in here and do want to see us, we've been on here for an hour. I want to show again the Fan Network site that we're going to be launching. It's launched today at 4 o'clock. It's been up for 3.5 hours now. Okay, I'm going to share my screen again. So y'all can see this, okay? Fan Network. This is the site, guys. This is what the Bring the Juice Colts podcast is going to be a part of for a long time coming. Started by a guy named Joe, the fantasy football counselor. Huge fantasy football guy. Make sure to check him out. He helped bring this idea to light. You're going to see all kinds of different stuff up here. You see the feed. You're going to see all different kinds of articles from a bunch of different brand ambassadors from all teams on here for all NFL teams. This is exactly the kind of stuff that you want to see. This is more personal, in-depth reactions from people who understand these teams more than the national media does. Okay? You go on up here, you got all these teams. Oh boy, hold up a second, guys. Sorry. Had a phone call going. Hold up a second. I got to make sure that I tell that person that I'm in the middle of a live stream. All right, there we go. Okay. So we got, all the teams here, guys, all teams. You're not just going to go to see Colts. You can go see Buccaneers. You can see Broncos. You can see Raiders. You can see the Saints, all these things. And if you do want to go see yours truly, the Colts, go to here. It's got all of our stuff. It's got articles, and it's got our most recent videos. And again, make sure to check out the Twitch channel, guys. Make sure that you do that. I'm going to actually stop sharing the screen, and I'm going to put in the comments here the link for the Twitch site. Hold up. Put that in there. TV/FTFN. There you go, guys. That link right there. That's for our Twitch. When this season starts rolling around, okay, this is exactly what we need you guys to do. We need you guys to be in there doing this and watching these streams. This is going to be for game day. If some of these teams are not going to have fans in the stadium, this is going to be like your tailgate. You're waking up. This is Good Morning Football on Fan Network for these games. This is going to be fun, okay? Just make sure you guys enjoy this. Am I the only one who would take a loss to the Bears or Lions or the Browns as long as the Colts horse stomp the Ravens? I would not mind that. Not mind that at all. I wouldn't mind a loss to one of those if that's what it means that the Colts are going to stomp the Ravens. But then again, I would probably say not because, those three teams are teams that the Colts should beat. And, a lot of people don't have the Colts as favorites for the Ravens, and the Colts thrive as being underdogs. So, Lawrence, I probably would say prefer not, but it would send a message to the NFL that the Colts are right there. So I understand where you're coming from with that. I really do. Miami and Patriots, by far the most popular teams in England. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. You have to tell me why, Finn. I'm kind of curious as to why Miami, of all things. It's a very interesting take there. Like they did KC last year. Yeah, I mean, that would be great as long as we could do it with Lamar Jackson as quarterback. If they have that, then I don't think they can complain about it. Gardner Minshew is going to prove them haters wrong. I don't care what anyone says. I think he can be a decent quarterback this year. I definitely think he can. 20 likes, keep it up if you're in here and didn't like the stream. What the heck are you guys doing? Like the button. Hit that like button. Hey, guys, please do. Make sure you're hitting the like button, guys. Let's do it. The Patriots are not going to be the same anymore. Well, we'll have to see. If they're not, then we know it had more to do with Tom Brady than it did with Bill Belichick. I mean, they're still a top defense in this league, and they still have running backs. I think I have faith in Bill Belichick to figure out a few things. that you're not with Cam. They could still be dominant, but not in the same way. Yeah, I agree, Lawrence. I think they'd still be really good because you got Bill Belichick, but they're not going to be as dominant as they were before. Hey, Jags, remember when y'all blew that lead to the Patriots that year? I couldn't stop laughing. Yeah, in 2017. That's sad. That was sad because I was really hoping the Jags would do it because, you know, Colts fans, we hate the Patriots, and it was an AFC South opponent. So, just like how the Titans blew their lead against the Chiefs in their AFC South game, and it was a blowout. Yeah, but it's a little bit different. I think it was a little bit different there. Here we go, guys. This is the link for the Twitch. Follow the Twitch. Okay, this is going to be our Good Morning Football edition. This is like Good Morning Football on FanToFanNetwork, where we're going to be breaking down games. We're going to be live on Twitch breaking down the games. It's going to be fun. It's how you break down games every morning when you wake up Sunday morning to watch games, or Mondays or Thursdays when matchups are happening. That's where you guys want to go. So be sure to subscribe or follow down there, okay? Please follow the Twitch. It's going to be a great time, guys. I promise you. Y'all remember when the Texans blew that lead to the Chiefs when it was 21-0? You know, it was actually 24-0, actually. It was 24-0 when they messed it up. But, you know, yeah, we all know. We all know what was happening here. Hold up, guys. I'm trying to – I got something in here. Hold up. Some people, guys, they just can't deal with the fact that, you know, bring the juice and other people are trying to go out here and grind and make money moves, man. This is what we're trying to do, man. We're trying to grind. We're trying to make something new, something different. Because here's the thing that we've been talking about. Joe has mentioned this a bunch of times to all the brand ambassadors. He said, when you think it can't work, when you say that this fan-to-fan network can't work, you guys remember what happened with Blockbuster? You know, Blockbuster 20 years ago was one of the biggest things in all of mankind. It was huge. $500 million industry every year. And what happened? Netflix came around. Netflix started out by emailing or mailing videos to people. Started out as a concept. It started out as a concept. It's not even what it is now. It started off as something small and something people were saying, oh, you know, Netflix will never catch on. It can't compete with things like Blockbuster. Sure enough, what happened? Blockbuster didn't adapt to the times. Blockbuster didn't adapt to the digital age that we see now. And Netflix did. And look at what Netflix is doing now. Netflix has dominated the film industry. Nothing beats Netflix, and Blockbuster is bankrupt. Blockbuster is gone. That is what we want to do here at Fan to Network. Even if you don't think we can do it, we will try and do it. We will grind. We will make it so we can actually do well out here. Okay? And even if some people don't agree that it's going to happen, we're going to go out here and we're going to prove everybody wrong. It's what we do out here. Lawrence Owen out here, off that Miami and Pats are most popular in England when the NFL basically made England the Jags' second home field. Yeah, it's pretty much it. You know, it's odd. Odd that Miami and Pats are most popular. Yeah, that does make sense. Because I won't laugh at other teams' misfortunes in playoffs because that 2018 AFC championship game still hurts deeply. Yeah, it really does. I was pretty disappointed when we signed Rivers. He'll be gone in a year and back in the same situation with Brissett. I beg to differ. I think Phillip Rivers might be able to stick around for 2 years. Even if he doesn't, still makes the Colts better now than what they were just last year. And who knows, maybe Jacob Eason does what he wants to do. Maybe the Colts decide to go with a quarterback in free agency next year, or maybe they draft another one that they think is more quarterback ready. Either way, I still think that ultimately Rivers is a better alternative to what we had than what we're going on right now. Lawrence Owen out here. Yeah. Joe Nubo. Yeah. I was excited when I saw that he was going to be the new Ravens guy. I failed to remember that he was one of your guys that you co-host with. I thought I tried to remember it was him and mention it to Joe, but I'm glad Joe found him. It's really cool that that he's in there. Yeah, Joe has a great following, great guy. Thanks, Lawrence. I really do appreciate it. I think that we can make this a really big thing. I really do. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. T.Y. Hilton is an 80-1 comeback player of the year. Yeah, that could be. Could be. You know, you got Phillip Rivers throwing him the football now. Phillip Rivers is a more accurate quarterback, or a guy that's willing to throw T.Y. Hilton the ball down the field. I definitely think T.Y. Hilton has that possibility. If I'm the Jags, go sign Clowney because Yannick probably ain't going to play. Yeah, but I don't know if you guys have the cap to get him, though. What's the Jags cap anyway? Let me see here. I want to see their salary cap. That's not true. You guys have 19 million in cap, so you guys definitely could still figure him out. So you guys could get him if you decide to get rid of Yannick, but who knows what ultimately is going to happen there in the long run. So. All right, guys, I think I'm probably going to end up getting off here. It was a really fun stream. I just want to get some stuff done here before we move on, before, this season, I can't even talk right now. Before I move on, I got to do some stuff outside here real quick before that. But let's get to a few more of these comments here. Oh, fun fact, every time Rivers had a year of 18-plus interceptions, the next year he ends up with Pro Bowl numbers. Interesting note there, Lawrence. I'm glad you digged into the archives to remind us of that. I think people kind of forget that in 2018, Phillip Rivers was numbers-wise a top 5 quarterback. Phillip Rivers was a good guy. He was really good that year. So I think a lot of people just need to remember that Phillip Rivers can ball. He does have the ability. If Clowney didn't want to go to the Browns, why would he go to the Jags? Yeah, that's true. Clowney said he wants to win. Yeah, that's true. Would you rather have Aaron Donald or Tyreek Hill for the Colts? Oh, absolutely. I'd want Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald, all the way. All the way. Don't care about Tyreek Hill. Don't like him as a person, first off. But you have to get the best player in the NFL, and that's Aaron Donald. He's the most dominant guy on the defense at any position. He's the most dominant. And if you could imagine Aaron Donald, and even if that meant giving up DeForest Buckner, yep, Aaron Donald all the way. Aaron Donald all the way. Absolutely. You can win Super Bowls without amazing wide receivers, but you win a lot more games with amazing defensive linemen like Aaron Donald. Absolutely. Connie ain't going to the Titans. But Elliott, the Titans won last year. They went to the playoffs, bro. They were one game away from the Super Bowl. Joe Schobert went to the Jags because he said he wants to win. So think again. Last one here. Lawrence Owen. Houston, Buckner, Donald Trey would be the best D-line of football. Absolutely. Hands down. No question about it. All right, guys. So, again, I'm going to hop off here. Again, make sure you guys follow FanToFanNetwork. Check out the website. I already put the link in there. And, again, be sure to follow the Twitch, www.twitch.tv/FTFN. Follow it, guys. Be ready for it. It's going to go live at some point soon, later in the month, and more closer towards football season. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be a great thing for Colts, for myself to reach out to you guys, and for more football content. That's exactly what you guys want. I know you do. Looking forward to seeing Michael Pittman. Finn, cheers for the stream. Bye. Good to see you, Finn. Glad to have you in here. Yeah, so guys, check out Twitch for www.twitch.tv/FTFN. Check out the FanToFanNetwork.com website and make sure you guys are checking out our videos. We just did one about Dak Prescott and the Pro Bowl chances for Colts in the running back position. There's a lot more to come, guys. There's going to be a lot more content coming. So please check it out, guys. Thank you all so much for being in this stream. It was fun. I'll make sure to get another one up. We'll probably get a couple more up next week. So thank you guys so much. And as always, go Colts.